Hi, hello everyone. Today is April the 13th that I'm doing this recording, and it's a special day because it's Cambodian New Year. Anyway, I just want to come out here and say Happy New Year to all my Cambodian friends and family, especially all my friends on Facebook. Happy New Year, and I wish you a long, long life. That's what they like to say. I don't know, it sounds kind of weird in English, but yeah, they always say that. Wish you a long life. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you a little bit about our new year and what we usually do. First of all, April is our new year, and it's a very tough month for me. Out of all the holidays that we celebrate here in US, you know, talking about Thanksgiving, Christmas, ever since my mom passed away, all these holidays are just like a stab in the heart for me. I don't know if you understand what I mean by that. I miss her so much. I wish she was here. I wish that, you know, I could change what happened. So every holiday I would think of her and miss her so much. And I realized, like, I thought that Thanksgiving and Christmas was like pretty bad when it comes to thinking of her. I didn't realize that when it comes to our Cambodian New Year, it's worse. I mean, maybe because she's like all into it. When it comes to our New Year, she makes sure that everybody gather together and have dinner together and stuff like that. She makes sure that we go to the temple and pray to our ancestor. She make a very huge deal out of it because she's Buddhism, and she believes that if you go to the temple on New Year Day, you will get blessing about the temple. Part of the New Year tradition, we go to the temple and like pray to our ancestor for blessing, and at the same time we bring like rice, home cooked food, incense, candle, stuff like that, and pretty much like donate it to the monks in the temple. And in return we ask for the monk's blessing and have him bless our ancestor that passed away. And we ask that the food that we provided and the money that we donated would goes to our ancestor. That's what they believe in Buddhism. And my mom is a huge believer, and she believes that not unless she's sick, she would not miss a day on New Year to go to the temple. In my culture, we have it 3 days, or 2 or 3 days, okay? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I know it's more than 1 day. And what they usually do during New Year is they go to the temple, they hang out there, they play. Some people sing, some people dance. Especially back in my country, they would always go to the temple that, you know, 2-3 days. Not like us, we have like what, January 1st and that's it, right? Nobody are allowed to clean the house on New Year Day. And let me tell you why. I know it's like a superstitious thing. My mom, she really meant it. You better listen, otherwise, you know, you're never gonna hear the last of it. They want you to clean prior to the New Year Day, okay? When the New Year Day, they don't expect you to do anything. Just relax, go to the temple and, you know, play, sing, dance like I mentioned earlier. If you sweep the floor on New Year Day, well, according to my mom, okay, she screamed at me. She's like, what the heck you doing? You're not supposed to sweep the floor. You're sweeping the money and the luck out of the house. I'm like, what? And she's like, that is money and luck that you just swept out of the house. Something like that, right? I was like, huh? That's paper and trash. What are you talking about? She was like, well, then she told me the story that on New Year Day they don't clean the house, or especially sweep the floor, because they believe that you're sweeping luck and gold or money, however you put it, out the house, which is not good. I mean bad luck. So if your house is trashy on New Year Day, the more trash, I would say, the more luck. Okay, I'm sorry. Don't get offended if you are a believer. I mean, I'm not trying to make fun of it, but it's just kind of strange. But yeah, that's what they believe. You guys already know I have depression issue. Well, beginning of April, I just can't stop thinking of my mom, of how much effort she put into the new year, trying to gather all of us together and have dinner together and so on and so forth, you know. Now she's not around. There's nobody, you know, screaming at my ears, go to the temple and so on and so forth. But I am still gonna go to the temple after what she said before she passed away. She used to say, oh, now I'm alive, I go to the temple and, you know, pay respect to my ancestor, my father, my grandmother, etc. She said, but if one day I am gone, I doubted anybody would go to the temple and do the same for me. Exactly. She was really into it. And I also want to mention that after we go to the temple, right, when we come back from the temple, usually around 3 or 4 o'clock, we would have dinner together with the whole family. But now I'm smiling because it's kind of funny. Before the dinner, there's a small ceremony where we all have to gather around, sit together, and we put rice and all the food in front of us, but we can't eat yet because we have to do that small praying, followed by that ceremony I'm talking about. My mom would talk to the spirit of our ancestors, supposedly. She would invite them over to come and eat the food that are in front of us. I'm sorry, I know it sounds like kind of freaky, right? She would say that, something like this. She said, okay, we have rice, we have noodle, we have roast pork, whatever we happen to have. So I want to invite you know, her ancestor in this case. I want to invite everyone to come over and, you know, enjoy, eat with us, something like that. And then she would take a plate and she would put like small portion, like a spoon of rice, a spoon of soup or whatever we make, and some roast duck. Yeah, put it all together in that one bowl, and they pour wine on it. My mom called for the ancestor like 3 times. I don't know, it sounds kind of scary. But yeah, my mom would be the one who do that, and then the scary part is like she would also pretend to be the spirit, the ancestor, by saying like, oh, I am here, the food tastes very good, thank you for inviting me, now I am done and I'm gonna be leaving, so I wish you guys luck. Okay. Mommy, that's you. It's almost like exorcist, like what, right? Someone would take the plate outside, you know, to the back and just leave it there for a day or so, meaning that our ancestor had eaten the food and they leave. But that's how they do it. And now that my mom is gone, and that's not funny, my sister, I'm smiling because my sister is taking over. So my older sister is taking over my mom position. When it comes to that ceremony, she will be the one who do the talking and say all that. lucky it's not me. I don't even know how to start. But yeah, so that's what they say. I mean, excuse me, I'm not trying to make fun of our tradition in any way, but some part is kind of funny, okay? Just pretend that they ate it and they left kind of thing. So that's why one of my brothers was like, oh, our ancestor needed some cash to take a bus back home, or they needed some cash to fly back home. So when you say fly back home, they require more money than like taking a bus, right? So we would put like $2, $3, $4, something like that. They're just being funny. I used to think my mom is so funny when it comes to New Year days, especially when she talks like that. But then now she's not here to make me laugh anymore. Yeah, that's something amazing about our culture. Another thing, I don't know if I mentioned, I myself celebrate 3 New Year in 1 year. You're like, what? Exactly. Like, you know how we have American New Year? That's 1. Then the Chinese New Year, because my baby father's Chinese, that's 2. Then the Cambodian New Year in April here, which is now. That's 3 New Year, right? So I celebrate all 3 in 1 year. Yeah, and here I am like laughing, smiling about it, but to be honest with you guys, it's a tough month for me, April. I just miss her so much, and if she could hear me, I just want to tell her that I love her so much. You never know how much they meant to you until they're not around, put it that way. But anyway, that's our Cambodian New Year, and I wanna say Happy New Year again to everyone, and I wish everyone a great day. Goodbye.